everyone, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new around here. My name is May, and today we have another chatty handbag video. I honestly just wanted to sit down, kind of film a video with a ton of eye candy, and also a video for people to reference to in the case that they were searching for certain Hermes handbags, since I do feel this information is a little bit complicated to come across. So we have a total of about 11 handbags that I do want to go over. We'll be addressing leathers and also their canvas combinations, and then I did want to sprinkle in a few small leather goods as well that have caught my eye, that are currently on my wish list, and that I feel you guys would enjoy knowing a little bit more details in regards to. For the handbag portion, I will address it in alphabetical order just so it's easier even for you guys. If there is a particular handbag that you are eyeing and that you kind of want to get the information on, you can just fast forward or rewind. Okay, so let's start off with the 24/24. Correct me if I'm mispronouncing the name of that bag. I just find it so awkward. And for this particular one, I have the price for the size 21, and that is $10,600. I really like the versatility of this bag. I do have a video which I talked about certain handbags from Hermes and kind of like my thoughts in regards to them. And this is one that I mentioned that I like the versatility of it because you do have a top handle and a crossbody strap. However, I do feel like the opening could be a little bit fussy if you are just using it as a top handle. But nonetheless, it is still a super cool bag, and I feel like it's one of those bags that if you know, you know. It's a more understated bag that those real Hermes lovers will be able to pinpoint, and it's not too loud as a Birkin or a Kelly would be. I know this is technically not a handbag, but I've been able to add both sizes into my collection, and I love incorporating them as handbags. The moment that I did get it, which I actually was able to purchase this from the boutique, I waited over 8 months. As we all know, Hermes handbags are not too readily available for us. However, I have found a source which has been extremely helpful, and I also wanted to share it with you guys in today's video. I want to take a quick minute to thank today's video sponsor, and that is Chaine. I've previously worked with Chaine in the past, and you guys really seem to enjoy the service, so we have opted to collaborate together once again. So Chaine offers a handbag alert system in which you guys can subscribe to and be able to get alerts when certain handbag drop on the Hermes website. As we all know, there are a ton of bots out there, and as soon as those bags drop, they somehow just disappear within seconds. With Chaine handbag alert system, you do receive a notification as soon as the drop hits the website, giving you an opportunity to go into the website, add the piece that you have been eyeing, and check out with ease. Not only can you set up notifications for handbags, but you can also do so for specific SOGs or harder to come by leather goods. For example, rodeos. Certain wallets are also extremely difficult to get even if you have already an established relationship with your SA. And with Chaine notification service, you will get alerted if a specific wallet that you are eyeing drops on the website. One feature that Chaine has that I really enjoy is they do have a history page which you can go back and reference to, because it gives you the opportunity to see how many pieces are actually dropping on the Hermes website that we have passed up on in the past without having this notification service set up. So if you are interested in this handbag drop notification service which Chaine provides, I will leave all the details down in the description box below. You can use a coupon code which they have very generously provided for me in order to share with you guys to get a discount on the subscription that you do choose to go for. I again want to say thank you to Chaine for collaborating with me in this portion of the video and bringing this amazing platform for all of us handbag lovers in order to take advantage of. Now back to that piece which I had to wait 8 months for, since I had no idea about the Chaine service back then, and that is the Hermes Brida bag. And we have both the small and the large model. The small model retails for $780, and currently I have seen it in a few color combinations. There's pink, there's blue, there's orange, and there's also a natural combination. And then we also have the option of the larger size, and that is $830 USD. So for this one, you can definitely fit a little bit more. I do have a sort of small comparison that I did share in a video. I'll make sure to leave that link down below in case you're interested. But I really like these pieces. My SA, when I picked it up and I was actually talking to her about it, she's like, Honestly, a ton of people just use this as handbag. Nobody really uses it as the toiletry pouch that it's intended to be. And I just love that because that's exactly how I was gonna use it. I love being able to have a piece in my collection that I can incorporate in different ways. Now let's talk about a piece that has so much history to her, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but fun fact, it was the first handbag released with a zipper closure back in 1923, and that is the Bolide. The one currently available is the Bolide 1923, the size mini bag, which is the one that I'm eyeing. I think it's so cute. I honestly feel like this is a great alternative to a mini Kelly because I do feel like this is functional. I know they are completely two different silhouettes, two different looks of handbags, but if I were to invest in a mini bag, I would at least want it to be a little bit functional. And honestly, as cute as the mini Kelly is, I don't know if I'm ready to spend over $10,000 on a bag for it just to hold my card holder and a lip gloss. So this one retails for $7,100. Now, keeping with the Bolide theme, if you wanted to splurge, which I thought this was crazy for it to come up on the website, but if you were feeling a little generous and wanted to splurge on the Bolide 1923, the 45 racing bag, it goes for a whopping $36,300. And this came available on the website. I got a notification because I do have notifications for the Bolide in particular, and it popped up on my email and I was like, what? I have to go see this with my own eyes. This is definitely one of those collector pieces. I'm assuming this would be a blue box bag. Do they ship blue box bags? Honestly, I was very surprised that a bag for this price would be available to purchase directly through the website. I'm wondering how that transaction would work out, but I just thought it would be fun to mention it here in this video. Moving on, we have the Constance, and this is the Constance to go, which again is technically considered a small leather good because I believe it's a wallet. However, a bunch of people use this piece as a crossbody bag, as a little clutch, because it does have a decent size to her. The Constance to go currently retails for $6,800. It has dropped on the website in a ton of different colors and a ton of different combinations. We have the Eveline, and I don't know if you guys are aware, but there is a new Eveline in town, and that is the Eveline in the Cellier style. And I was made aware of this thanks to Sheng Shou and their Instagram page. They actually posted it up that it had popped up, I believe, in the European website, and I was like, excuse me, there is a Cellier style. That is going to be such a nice bag in order to add to your collection if you are an Eveline lover. It's also coming with a leather crossbody strap, so no more canvas strap for this one at least. And I think that that's really nice because again, that Cellier option I feel like just dresses up a bag overall. The Cellier option is retailing currently at $3,800, and this one is just available for now in the mini size, so the size 16. The regular Eveline handbag currently retails for $2,425. Guys, keep in mind that this can change depending if there is a change in leather or if there's a change in a different sort of strap that the bag is using. If Hermes decides to add any little tweak to kind of like their classic style of a specific handbag silhouette, then they raise the price by a couple of $100, sometimes a couple thousand. So the prices that I'm giving you are for these specific pieces, but they can also range a little bit higher. With that in mind, the size 29, which is more or less the largest size available. I think there was a larger size than the 29, but I don't think that becomes available too often. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. But this 29 currently retails for $4,225. Let's get into the garden parties. And you guys know I recently added the mini garden party. I was able to pick this one up from Europe in the boutique, and I saved a good amount from shopping in Europe. I have a ton of videos kind of sharing with you guys how the shopping experience can be if you are traveling from the States. So I'll have that playlist linked down below in case you guys want to do a little bit of research. But the mini one actually retails for $4,300 here in the States in all leather. While they also have the one with the combination, again, with that sturdy canvas material and a few leather pieces, and that one retails for $2,875. If you are looking to add the mini garden party into your collection, I feel like the one with the canvas can be a good alternative if you didn't want to splurge on the higher price tag of the all leather. They have been releasing them again in various color combinations. Even though this ardoise combination is absolutely stunning, you can go down a darker route if you wanted to make sure that it lasts you a longer time. We then of course have the very recognizable, very known garden party in the size 30. I do feel like it's extremely functional. It's a great work bag. It's a great understated Hermes bag where you're still getting that amazing quality from the brand. And the price point is honestly not too bad. It is $4,600 for the 30. Mind you, the smaller one is $4,300. So it comes into play as to what you really would want to use the bag for. Sometimes, even though the price difference is so small, you really have to look at the bigger picture and see what the handbag is that you are going to be using for, rather than let me get a better bang for my buck, if that makes sense. I know I did that with my first handbag, and that was the Louis Vuitton in the size 35, the Speedy. I think the difference between the 30 and the 35 was about $50, to be honest. And I'm like, no, there's no way that I'm not getting the larger one. Like, it just makes sense. And to be honest, I feel like the 30 would have been one that I could have still incorporated a lot more to date, that I do gravitate towards smaller bags, where the 35 is one that I rarely grab at the moment just because it is a very large bag in my opinion. The garden party in the size 30 also comes in that canvas combination, and the price point for that one is $3,150. And the last option for the garden party that I do have is the size 36, which again, if you wanted to splurge and be kind of like a cool chic traveler, this would be a great personal item. And that one in all leather retails for $4,875. Diving into another great piece that I love from the fashion house, and that is the Herb Bag. Honestly, I'm still hoping, keeping my fingers crossed, that they will release a in-between size from the mini Herb Bag and the 31 size. Just because my favorite part about the Herb Bag is the top handle. You guys know I love a good top handle on a handbag, and the mini Herb Bag unfortunately did not give us that. The mini Herb Bag is currently retailing for $3,050, and again has been released in a ton of different combinations. You can go either to Sheng Shou's Instagram page, and if you decide to sign up for the service, you can also check out their history page, and you'll be able to see there all the beautiful color combinations which it has come out in. Then we have the size 31, and here's what I wanted to kind of share with you guys, that depending on kind of like the silhouette or just the material, the prices can vary by a little bit. So we have two different size 31s. I like to call it the Cellier and the Retourne because that's kind of the vibe that they give me. So the slouchier sort of Herb Bag in the size 31 is $3,375, while the more kind of Cellier style, the more rigid style, is $3,525. So about a $200 difference. Moving on, we do have the in the loop, and this one I have in two different combinations. So I have the in the loop, the size 18, and it does come with their canvas combination with leather details. From the research that I have done, this particular canvas that Hermes chooses to use is not just your regular sort of handbag canvas made of sort of fabric. It is a much sturdier canvas that definitely is meant to last a lot longer, because that has been one of my previous concerns, especially eyeing the Herb Bag, which is a piece that I really enjoy the look of. With that being said, that canvas combination one retails for $5,250. The all leather in the loop in the size 18 retails for $4,850. So this is one of those that you're kind of like, what's going on? We have an all leather one that's cheaper than the canvas one. And again, I do think that this particular canvas combination is an iconic combination for the brand, but it is difficult to come across at the same time. Hence the Birkin cargo, and hence the cargo or the pocket picketing as well, which we will get into in a minute. But I really do like the combination of these two materials together. On the topic of those small leather goods but are being used as handbags, we have the Kelly Classic To Go. And this one is an all leather piece, and it retails for $6,800. So it does have the same price as the Constance To Go. Now let's talk about the Lindy, and the Lindy again comes in various sizes. We have the mini Lindy, we have the size 26, and we have the size 30. The size 26 retails for $9,900. The mini Lindy is very particular in my opinion. I feel like you need to really enjoy, one, a shoulder bag, and two, be aware of the sort of opening that this bag offers. For me, I do really like a shoulder bag to kind of have two straps so that I can let one fall and I can search for my things inside, especially if it is a bigger size bag. If it's a smaller type of handbag, then I can definitely just overlook that feature. But for bigger shoulder bag options, that's something that I really look after. And then you also have the 30, which is even larger, and that one currently retails for $10,800. Let's talk about a fan favorite, and that is the Piketton. Of course, I do own the Piketton in the size 18. Here I have it in the size 22 and it currently retails for $4,025. And then the one that is so high up on my wish list at the moment, and that is the Piketton Lock 18 pocket bag, or the Piketton Cargo, or the Cargo Piketton, and that one retails for $4,600. This is another understated handbag in my opinion from the brand, and that is the Roulis Mini. They also have the Chaine collection. Guys, I know I'm butchering that, so don't come for me, please. Anyways, so you do have this similarity as in looks in regards to the hardware of the Roulis and those collections. And the small size, or the mini size in this case, is $9,750. Now let's get into the fun part, and that is the SOGs and the wallets. I have a few that I have taken screenshots of. Some of them are really fun. Some of them are very classic pieces that are honestly so difficult to come across in the boutique. So taking advantage of the Shang Show notification service is a plus, especially if you are eyeing one of these pieces. So let's dive first into the wallets, and I wanted to talk in regards to the Roulis small wallet and also the Constant Slim wallet. I really like these. I think I really want to add one into my collection. Not only does it serve its purpose as being a wallet, you also get a small little pouch inside, which I think it's so cute. You can maybe use it separate and put some other small little stuff in there. But these actually have a decent size where you can kind of use it as a super tiny mini handbag. It reminds me of my Polène micro bag, where you can carry like a lip gloss, you can carry like your ID, maybe 2 or 3 extra cards, you know, some hair ties, just very little small things that you would have in your bag, but then you can add in here and then use this little tiny piece as an additional handbag. It also comes with a belt loop in the back, which you can incorporate in any belt that you own, that being the Kelly belt or any other belt from any other fashion house. And I love that. I think it gives this kind of little piece an edgy look. It also adds a little bit of a fun touch to your outfit as well. On the topic of wallets, we also have the Burn mini wallet, and this one retails for $2,500. They have various styles of this wallet. However, this is my favorite. Let's get into Rodeos and Pegasus. And Rodeos are the ones that don't have the wing. The wing are the ones that are Pegasus. And we also have the newest release, which again, I've gotten a ton of notifications thanks to Shang Show, and that is the Robeo Rock PM. And this is the ones that now come with like a cute little saddle on top. I don't know if it's a saddle or if it's like a little outfit, but I love it. I think it's so fun. However, they just haven't released a color that really screams to me, and I'm waiting. I'm trying to be patient. So they have 2 different variations at the moment. They have one with some hardware embellishment on it, and that one retails for $1,150. While the other one that just kind of has its little outfit and it has a cute little heart on it, that one retails for $907. On the topic of Rodeo and Pegasus, your basic PM Rodeo is $600. And then you have the Pegasus, which come out in so many color combinations as well. So I think these are really fun options in order to add a personal touch to your handbags. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed all the eye candy. Let me know if I missed out on any particular handbag. Again, there are a ton of different new styles being released from the fashion house, but I felt like these were the classics that we currently see over and over again that have been released for a amount of years. Let me know if you are eyeing a particular non-quota bag in your handbag collection. Thanks again to Shang Show for collaborating with me in this video. Again, all of the details will be in the description box down below. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope to catch you all in my next one. Bye everyone.